Walsh. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, I got to 300 podcast episodes. Holy fuck. Seriously, I can't fucking... It's hard to comprehend, I have to admit. Before we get into it, I want to thank everybody that's listened to me from podcast 1 all the way up to this one. Or if you have not, or if you've given it even just a try and you didn't like it, I don't mind. That's okay. As long as you gave it a shot, you know? Like, that's what I really do appreciate. And of course, I would love some followers, obviously, and hopefully I can bring out some content to be useful, guys. And that's my plan. Now, going ahead to 2024, what are we expecting? Okay, so this isn't all just thank you and oh my god, I can't believe it. But I mean, it really means a lot, guys, to everyone that has listened to me, even just fucking for 1 minute, one podcast, 1 month, 1 year, whatever. If you've listened to every single one of them, I love you all. Honestly, guys, I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate it so much. And I really, really, truly do want to be useful. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have said to me, even before I started the podcast, oh man, you know, you should write a book, man, with all your stories and fucking this and that. And I mean, I used to travel. Racing car drivers were a bit fucking mental. I mean, I'm still a bit mental, you know, where we live the high life, the adrenaline, and then all of a sudden you're looking for more adrenaline and a rush. So I've got up to pretty much a lot of shit in my life, I have to admit, and loved every minute of it. So I hope that I can offer some, at least, if they're not useful, maybe some entertaining stories. And hey, why not? Sure, why not? Because I'm certainly not ashamed of them. Absolutely not one bit. So, yeah, and hopefully, listen, anybody can learn from some of the content that I've put out, because I've been through a lot as well, in terms of heartache, losing things, gaining things, and then losing it afterwards, which can sometimes be a lot worse than actually never having it in the first place. God, let me tell you. And yeah, we'll leave it there on that one for now. But okay, guys, 300 episodes. What are we expecting in 2024? So, guys, I've created a new timetable, and the timetable is going to be for 2024. Obviously, as many of you know, I talk about dating life. I'm talking about just general chit-chat as well, banter. I'm talking about vitamins, goals, like how, and I'm basing it off all my experiences, guys, okay? I'm never, ever going to try and talk skillfully on something that I've never done before, even tried once before. For instance, the 36-hour fast. I did an episode on that there recently. There's no goddamn way I would have ever have done a podcast if I never did the 36-hour fast. And by the way, I seriously recommend it to a lot of people. If you've never done one before, you should start off with a 12 and then 24 and then 36. But anyway, I've done a podcast. This podcast isn't about that. But real fucking substance. That's what I'm going for, guys. Okay? Real goddamn fucking substance. You'll never see me dancing on fucking TikTok. You will never see me hanging out with flexing my muscles on a fucking video. Look at me, everybody. That shit is pathetic. It lasts for about 2 minutes. And they're forgotten about. So there's 2 reasons why not to do it. Mainly because it's just absolutely fucking pathetic. And it's literally, you got issues, man, or woman. I mean, some of these people on fucking social media, it's unbelievable. It's incredible. But where am I going with this? I'm having a rant again. Fucking jerk off here. Unbelievable. Okay, back to it. What am I saying? So, our timetable for this year, guys. As you know, I'm talking about the dating, the health, fitness, etc., and just general bullshit banter, right? We're also going to be obviously talking about Formula 1, motor racing. And I'm now splitting the podcast into the 2 for the rest of this 2024 season. So every Monday and every Friday, I'm going to be talking Formula 1, motor racing, and Netflix Drive to Survive. Obviously, they're all tied in together, but they're the main 3 topics when it comes to motor racing. All right, so every Monday and every Friday, all the way through 2024, is going to be set and fixed for motor racing. So, number one priority with the motor racing is obviously going to be the Formula 1 2024 season. So every Friday of a Grand Prix weekend, I'm going to have a podcast out on that Friday, as in that weekend of a Grand Prix. The Friday of a Grand Prix, I'll have my preview, what to expect, who's looking good. We're going to go through the track. We're going to break it down, analysis, which is the important corner, how many sets of tires they should have. We're going to look into a little bit deeper too. We're going to go into like the handling of a car, mechanical grip versus aerodynamical grip. And do they work together, or do you have to factor them, isolate the two of them? Or is it or what is it, right? We're going to go through all that from my experience. And where we see, so we're going to have that, the preview, analyzing the weekend on the Monday after the Grand Prix, right? So the Sunday's the Grand Prix. The very next day on the Monday, I'm going to have the highlights from the weekend. We're going to go through the qualifying sprint race. There's 6 sprint races to go in 2024, which is very exciting. Very cool. And we're going to be covering all that. So we're going to be covering the qualifying, sprint race, if there is one, plus the Grand Prix itself on the Monday. So every Monday, every Friday. And then if there's no Grand Prix come up for an up-and-coming weekend, every Monday, we're going to be, like I said, without fail, we're going to be covering Drive to Survive. So if anybody has not known, or you've just tuned in for the first time, at the moment, I'm breaking down every episode and every season in Formula 1 Netflix Drive to Survive. And I'm literally still on season 1 at the moment, and we're doing episode by episode. Now, I know season 6, the new one, is out now, guys, so check it out, by the way. It's on Netflix, and it's fucking good of what I've seen so far. I haven't had time to go through it all yet, but what I've seen, it's awesome. It really is very, very good. They've even upped the notch this year again, up the ante. And I was even thinking, how the fuck can it get any better? I'll be honest. And it's got better. So keep an eye out for Drive to Survive. Plus, I'm not going to be rushing now, because I know a lot of other channels and YouTube and this and that, right? They all are rushing to be fucking current, right? So they have to have the latest news right here, right now, because they all want to fucking trend, okay? They all want to get the views. Well, of course I'd love to get the views. That'd be great, of course. But I want substance. I'm going to be taking my time with Drive to Survive. So everybody can rush off, watch season 6. I'm still on season 1 as we speak. And we're going to be going through that all season as well, which is great fun. And there's a lot of downloads with this too, and people listening, which is great. So it's getting popular and getting bigger and bigger as we go. So it's awesome. It's great. And then anyway, and just in general, if there's no Grand Prix, we're going to be covering the Drive to Survive on the Monday. Maybe again we'll do another episode on the Friday, or we'll do some F1 news on the Friday. So, but we might juggle that around a little bit, right? But definitely Monday and Fridays, motor racing, and every Monday is going to be Drive to Survive. And the Friday then, if there's no Grand Prix, it'll either be Drive to Survive or F1 news, or a combination of both, whichever we'll see. And then, of course, apart from those, on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, guys, that is going to be covering dating, health and wellness, any other chit-chat in general. So nothing's actually changing on the podcast. We're just organizing everything as in a good structure. And I should have done this last year, I'll be honest, properly. But look, I'm learning myself as well. So, but nothing's changing. We're just switching everything around into proper starting places and pecking orders, etc., etc. And that's it, really, guys. I just wanted to say I love you all. I want to thank you all dearly from the bottom of my heart. Fuck it. And I can't even believe I've done a year already. And it feels really good. I mean, even a person said to me the other day, they went home, they turned me on YouTube and watched me, and they said they purposely waited until they got home to relax, and then they turned my episode on. I can't remember which episode it was, but I can't tell you how good of a feeling that is, really, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to everything. I can't believe it's 300 episodes. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gents, thank you very much. I love you all, and I'll be back again, obviously, with more podcasts coming. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Peter.
Walsh.